Hey, did you catch that headline about Starmer accusing Putin of playing games over the Ukraine peace deal? It's like he's saying, come on, Putin, enough stalling already.
Exactly. And then there's Trump, right? He's pushing for a quick peace deal, maybe willing to compromise a bit more. How do those two views even align?
Right, it's a bit of a head-scratcher. Starmer's stance is all about ensuring any agreement is actually lasting, with strict enforceable measures so Putin can't just back out whenever it suits him.
So, while Trump seems to want short-term fixes, Starmer's emphasizing long-term security. It's a tug of war between speed and sustainability, isn't it?
Absolutely. And you know, that whole debate really highlights the different priorities between the US and the UK here. On one hand, there's the allure of a quick resolution, and on the other, the need for a rock-solid framework to guarantee peace.
For sure. That makes me wonder about historical examples. Have there been successful peace deals in similar scenarios?
Funny you should ask. There's actually this database called PAX from the University of Edinburgh. It compiles over 2,000 peace agreements since 1990 and digs into what made them work, like the Good Friday Agreement in Northern Ireland.
Right, I recall that one. So if we look at that agreement, it wasn't just the terms on paper, it was the international guarantees, the joint oversight, kind of like a coalition of the willing backing the deal.
Exactly, and that's what Starmer hinted at. A sort of international coalition to enforce any Ukraine peace deal. It's about having allies remind Putin that any compromise must be honored, with strict checks in place.
Yeah, really important. But here's a thought. What about the role of sanctions in all of this? Increasing sanctions on Russia, do you think that will actually change the game?
Good point. There's been a lot of debate. Sanctions, as you know, can be a mixed bag. On one hand, tools like open sanctions help us track who's getting hit, but on the other, they sometimes fall short when countries like China or India still do business with Russia.
That's a major concern. Right. And some analysts argue that harsh sanctions might even harden Putin's stance rather than push him to negotiate. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's a delicate balance. While increasing sanctions might signal that the international community won't tolerate any backsliding, it also runs the risk of isolating Russia further, which could make negotiations trickier.
Absolutely. It sounds like we're looking for a twin strategy, one that combines robust enforcement on the peace deal and sustained pressure through sanctions.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you need both a sturdy bridge and a strong lock on it. You want to connect the parties for dialogue, but at the same time, you got to make sure that if someone tries to back out, there's immediate consequence.
And that international monitoring seems key. With proper oversight, there's less room for violations and more pressure on all sides to stick to the agreement.
Right. So, while Trump's approach might lean toward quick deals that promise immediate results, the kind of agreement Starmer envisions definitely leans on international guarantees and a persistent, united front, both on sanctions and peace enforcement.
It's such a complex geopolitical chess match. Hopefully, the balance between these strategies can lead to a durable and fair resolution.
Indeed. Let's see how leaders navigate this. It's like trying to conduct an orchestra where each instrument plays its own tune, but you need harmony overall.
Exactly. Fingers crossed that this time the global community finds that sweet spot balancing toughness with a genuine commitment to peace.
Yeah, here's hoping. Only time will truly tell if these combined strategies will finally bring about something lasting.